done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition, bone face?
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did he say? Go yourself, you.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just dropped.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
Oh, God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a butt person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, "Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you." She said, "Okay, I think I can take it." So he laid down. The nigga rushed all of that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. All right, okay. Mic check. We in here. All right, I appreciate everybody tuning in on this Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? As I talk my shit. So you know how we do in the typical Righteous Spirit fashion. We go straight to the point. We ain't gonna go and talk about anything else. No one's really, I mean, I see people watching tonight, you know what I'm saying? So I salute to everybody on YouTube who's tuning in right now. I don't have anyone in the chat right now. So, hey, I guess with that being said, we can go straight on to the show. Yeah. So with that being said, let's show the topic for tonight. And this came to a surprise for me. So it appears that, a lot of people were saying about how the case, was only about her and all that. And basically the whole little situation with Kid Cudi wouldn't come up. But guess what? Guess what happened to come up in court today? It appears that Kid Cudi is talking about how his car got burnt up.
This is a sick Negro.
I don't know, Diddy. I don't know if you even get a plea bargain at this point. But not saying that necessarily if he did it guilty just off of that merit, but that situation probably doesn't make him really look very good at all.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
So I'm going to go and read this article real quick. You feel me? It says, recap of Diddy trial. Kid Cudi says his Porsche was torched after Sean Combs learned he was dating Cassie Ventura. Sheesh.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Well, I guess before I get into this whole article, somebody came through to the chat. And it's Morphine, aka More Contentious Media. She says, why would anyone think that Kid Cudi was a witness and Diddy was charged with arson? Shout out to Mr. West. Facts. Hey, I totally agree. Like, I didn't even know how that was even led into the whole discussion because he never, I don't know if he, I don't know if PD was ever a suspect to the cops, but I'm glad that you mentioned that because we're going to talk about that right now. Much love. But I agree. I totally agree. But there's going to be a lot of things that's answered in this article here. Because when I seen that he was in court today at work, I was like, man, because I'm really meant to talk about Megan Thee Stallion and the whole little situation with Tory Lanez again. But I was like, no. I was like, ain't no way, boy, that I'm going to get away, that I can let this situation get away and me not address it. So salute to you, my love. All right, so I'm going to read this article real quick. You know what? I'm going to show y'all the article because I want y'all to see how this Joker look. Okay? And you know what? I used to really like Kid Cudi. I used to think that he was a really good artist. You know what I'm saying? And I used to think he had a cool voice. But this ninja just went on a deep end to me, man. Like, he got into it with, he got into it with Yeezy. I mean, y'all might not like Kanye, whatever, but y'all know that I'm a Kanye fan. He called out, he got beef with Kanye, even though he said in a song Kanye saved his wife twice, but he's still talking shit about Kanye. Then he fuck around and go and try to basically mess with Cassie, damn well Cassie fucking with Diddy. I mean, yeah, I understand, bro. Black men, we think pussy is pussy or whatever, right? But I just kind of feel like, obviously, you must know P. Diddy, what I'm saying, to the point that, like he knew about y'all dating. Obviously, y'all must have had, like you basically snaked somebody you knew, what I'm saying, over some pussy, over a bitch. This ninja right here, I'm gonna show y'all. This ninja over here, snake Diddy over a bitch. Now, I'm going to read this article. The musical artist Kid Cudi, a celebrity makeup artist and a hotel employee among those who... Oh, I'm about to say. At first, I thought they were saying this ninja Kid Cudi was a makeup artist. Oh, I was about to say. Hold up, y'all, real quick. Hold up.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Man, yo, I don't know how the hell, you know what I'm saying? I know I live in Florida, right? I done had a damn creature come up in here, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Ain't a big creature, it's just, to be honest with you, just a fly, you feel me? I mean, it's probably gonna die because I got the air conditioner on or whatever, but I don't know how the hell a fly got in, but you know, it is hot as hell. It was 95 today. Somehow a fly got in here, and I just had to see the shit. And, you know, I don't want that shit flying around the studio or whatever, bro. I was just trying to kill it because it was on the big screen, but I don't know. I might have got it. Y'all might have heard me fucking around with that shit in the background. So I apologize for that, y'all. I know that was very ghetto of me. Now, more contentious media says, is it really snaking if Diddy was sharing his women? Yeah, you know what? All right, we're gonna get into that. And yes, I do believe that it's still snake in your girl, snake in a dude. All right, it's like, for example, okay, morphine. We've had this discussion about the dark side and about the lifestyle, right, and about the whole swinging culture and stuff. We had this discussion before. Probably not this specific topic right here, but you know, we done talked about, you know, sexual stuff before, right? So yo, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, okay? Let's just say that me and my girl and you and your man, we decide that, you know, we're gonna do a little two-man and we're gonna do a switch, right? Now, it's like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm sharing, you know, my girl or whatever, right? It's kind of like I guess it's kind of like a pimp, right? I mean, I guess that'll be a bad way to go about it. But all right, let's stay away from that. If we decide that we're just gonna do something wild in the spur of the moment at that night, I mean, I think it would be kind of shady that you're gonna go try to get her number behind my back. Yeah, that is kind of sneaky because why can't you just have fun? You know, if he's inviting you to the freak offs, Kid Cudi, and you're already getting smashed, Cassie, why you got to be the one to go wife her? Let's just be real. The fact that he knows Kid Cudi and he knows Cassie, are y'all telling me? And matter of fact, I don't even know whether or not he was even asked to be participating in these freak offs. But I want to know whether he participated in these freak offs because how did he all of a sudden just get with Cassie all of a sudden? Obviously, he must have get Cassie through P. Diddy. And who's to say P. Diddy didn't let him get a little swing, get a little turn at her. But damn, just because you gave her a turn at her, so now you're supposed to go dating her and pursuing her and being serious with her, bro? I don't know. Like I said, look, all is fair in love and war. I personally wouldn't trip, but that's still some snake ass shit to me. You feel me? More contentious says, right. Then more contentious says, hey, yo, I think he was at the freak off too. Fact, hey, man, yo, you definitely know he was at the freak off. That's probably how he fucking got with Cassie in the first place.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
More contentious says, and her husband Cassie get all Cassie get all the DL men. Oh shit! Damn.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah, did you see that lineup, bruh? That lineup, bruh. Yo, we just call that lineup. That was the fruit basket lineup, bruh. Yo, let's just call it a spades, bruh. Yo, that was the fudge packing crew, bruh. You think Kid Cudi was part of them too?
Take a look, nigga. My nigga.
Look at this dude right here, bro.
I can go anywhere. Suck my dick. Friends to know. My nigga. Ways to grow. Nigga. Reading rainbow. Here we go again. I can be anything. Same old shit. What? Take a look. Nigga. In a book. My nigga. Reading rainbow. This is the shit I be talking about. You think it's a game? You think it's a game?
Yo, this is the same dude, y'all. This is the same dude, y'all. Yo, Murphy News already thinking, look, great minds think alike. I'm already about to show them pictures.
That real shit,
yo. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this fucking show, bro.
Butterfly in the sky. Come on! I can go twice as high. Let's get it on. Take a look, nigga. In a book, my nigga. Reading rainbow. You think it's a game? I can go anywhere. Suck my dick. Friends to know. My nigga. Ways to grow. Nigga. Reading rainbow. Here we go again. I can be anything. Same old shit. What? Take a look, nigga. In a book. My nigga. Reading rainbow. This is the shit I be talking about. You think it's a game? You think it's a game? What I really want? What I really want? Bad or die? Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
This ninja is in a whole dress and he was holding another ninja's motherfucking hand, bro. Man, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, that's him. All right. Okay. Enough bullshit. Let's read the rest of this article. That way y'all can, so we can answer some of these questions up in here. More continues says, show the picture of Kid Cudi in the dresses. Oh yeah, no doubt. And XL Pro comes through. My homeboy comes through. He says, he just says dressing in a dress, ninja in a dress, a whole fucking mess. Now it says the musical artist Kid Cudi was in the who testified Thursday to end the second week testimony in Sean Diddy Combs' federal racketeering and sex trafficking trial. The rapper referred to it in court as Scott. Oh, the rapper referred to court as Scott Cudi provided the most dramatic testimony of the day. He accused Combs of breaking into a home and being involved in the destruction of his Porsche, which was set on fire by a Molotov cocktail outside of his home. The prosecution used each witness to try to bolster the core accusations that Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie laid out on the stand last week. Since prosecutors have called 16 witnesses over the 2 weeks, the trial is expected to resume on Tuesday after Memorial Day weekend with testimony from Combs' former director and marketing Capricorn Clark and members of the LAPD and the LAFD. Damn, what the fire department got to do with this shit, bro? Prosecutors have argued that Combs and his inner circle used threats, violence, drugs, robbery, arson, and kidnapping and lies to coerce Casey Ventura and another woman into participating in sex parties he called freak-offs and to protect the music mogul's reputation. Sheesh.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
It says the defense has acknowledged that Combs was violent with romantic partners and during open statement said he had a bit of a different sex life. They also said that while Combs is a very flawed individual, he has not committed the alleged federal crimes. Oh my God.
Some of y'all say he go too hard. It ain't that bad. Oh yes it is. Now you see. Now you see.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was supposed to be. I thought that was what happened with anyway, maybe that's not what it is. I don't know. All right, anyway, it says Kid Cudi says his house was broken into and Porsche set on fire.
Emotional damage.
It says Miss Cudi testified about what happened after Combs learned about his relationship with Cassie Ventura.
What kind of shit is that?
As he entered into the court for testimony, Miss Cudi, who was wearing a leather jacket, did not appear to make eye contact with Combs as he walked down the center aisle to the witness stand. And it says Combs remained facing forward. It says Miss Cudi, 41, said he met Ventura around 2008, and they briefly dated around 2011. Damn, isn't that when he dropped Day and Night? Was 2008? Damn. See, you know what? Damn, that just goes to show that niggas ain't used to shit. His ass blew up off his first single, and the first thing he got was someone else's used prostitute, bro. Oh my God. What the fuck? This is why daddies are important.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
This is definitely why fathers are important. So this was a long ass time ago. Okay. Anyway. So it says, he testified that he believed at the time that they started dating that Ventura was not romantically involved with Combs anymore. He testified that Ventura told him Combs had physically assaulted her. How convenient. I mean, because think about it. Let's just be real. You know? I mean, it's already bad enough that he was already backdoor. You know, he was already, being a snake and, messing around with Diddy's girl behind his back. But let's just be real. There's another caveat to it, too. Like, Kid Cudi, he probably was trying to see where he fit in her situation. So he probably started asking questions like, why you ain't dealing with them no more, clarifying questions. And of course, what's she supposed to say? That, oh no, I'm still fucking with Diddy, but I'm just fucking with you because I kind of want a sucker ass ninja, or maybe I want two sucker ninjas. So at this point, she was just like, shit, he beat me up. You know what I'm saying? Not why she beat me up, but just he beat her up. So it says in December 2011, Ventura called him scared around 6 a.m. and said Combs had found out that she and Miss Cudi were dating. He testified. Ventura was nervous that Combs would go to Miss Cudi's house, so they went to a nearby hotel, he said. How do you know where he lived? How does Diddy know where he lives? I don't know, man. I don't know.
You don't find that suspicious? 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 You don't find that suspicious?
This is a sick Negro.
I don't know, man. Shit ain't adding up, G. Shit ain't adding up. Well, okay. It says Ventura testified last week that she was at a freak-off with Combs when he found out about her relationship with Miss Cudi. She said that Combs was super angry and lunged at her with a wine bottle opener, but she managed to get out and had Miss Cudi pick her up. Okay, so she's like Mission Impossible now, right? That don't make any sense. So he was gonna beat you up, but somehow you managed to escape. So you're like a ninja master now. says there they learned that Combs and an associate were inside Cudi's house. He satisfied. Sheesh. Goddamn. He went to go pick the bitch up. And before he could get to the house, the bitch's daddy was already at his house all up in his shit. Oh, hell no.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Yo, do you know his heart probably dropped to his stomach? But listen to this. Hey, look, the story even gets even better, y'all. Look. It says, on the way back to his house, Cudi called Combs and said, motherfucker, you at my house? Yo. Why does he have P. Diddy's number? Yo. Why does he have his P. Diddy's number, bruh?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Bruh. Yo, you cannot make this shit up, yo.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
I'm telling y'all, he snaked that nigga, bruh. He either snaked that, look, he snaked that man, bruh. Yo, Kid Cudi was at the freak offs and all that. And this dude fucked around and backdoored him for his slur.
Silence, you fuddy fool! I've had it with your whining and bumbling.
Hey, that's what you give him trying to be a Captain Saber, ho. Hey, so when Kid Cudi confronts him and says, on the way back to his house, he says, Mosquito called Combs and said, motherfucker, you at my house? Yo, you in my house? He testified. He says, but they said, I just wanted to talk to you. Combs said, according to Cudi, I'm over here waiting for you. Hey, because you know that's how he said it too. Hey. Hey, listen to this. After all that, look, he done heard this man broke into his house, okay? The man is like, wanted to talk to him. You would think, me personally, I don't give a fuck, bruh. If somebody busts in my house, Lord forbid even family, and I know they're busting their house, maybe if there's a good reason why my family's busting in my house, then maybe I might not call the cops. But Ninja, my family's even lucky. I might fuck around and call the cops on y'all asses too, bruh. Ninja, I'm not even gonna come over there and even talk to you. But listen to this. When he arrived to the home, Combs was not there. Cudi noticed his home securities had been moved, and inside the house, some gifts had been opened, and his dog was locked in the bathroom. He called the police and filed a report about the break-in.
You're a victim.
Yo. Bruh. If I know some dude who's probably dangerous, or I feel like he might be threatening in any nature, Well, let's just say I just don't want to end up in jail for busting a cap in somebody. Why didn't Kid Cudi just call the cops, bro? Why didn't you just call the cops? I really don't get that, bro.
But shh, don't tell nobody.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just gotta feel like, what was Kid Cudi gonna do? Fight him? Let's call the cops, bro. Let's call the cops. A man supported man comes through, says salute to Cassie West and everyone in the chat. I appreciate you for tuning in on this Thursday night, bro. Salute to Nasty Boys and the free agent lifestyle. Now, yeah, man. That shit don't sound right. Like, what he's gonna do? He's gonna, like, he was really simping for this girl so much that he was gonna go fight over this chick. He was gonna go fight another dude in his house. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna fight no dude in my house. I'm either gonna bust a shot or I'm just gonna call the cops, bro. He should have just called the cops. But of course, like he said in his little statement, Diddy wasn't there. Diddy wasn't there. Diddy, hey, y'all, Diddy did it, but Diddy wasn't there. Oh, man.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
This shit sounds really, really, really batty. Lot of mercy. That just is that shit just don't sound right, bro. The whole story don't sound right. And maybe even getting involved doesn't sound right either. He must have really liked Cassie for real, bro. She must have some golden for JJ. Whew. It says Miss Cudi spent this Christmas holidays in Ventura and her family in Connecticut in the following days, but the pair broke it off New Year's Eve. Oh my God. So after all that drama, bro, and that bitch still fucking got the fuck up out of there, bro. Says Mascudo also got a call from his dog sitter one morning in January 2012 and was told his Porsche was on fire. The jury reviewed the photos of the destroyed car. Damn, bruh. All that for some poontang, for a piece of peen, bruh. And dog. And mind you, that didn't even last. Hey, but Cassie is the bad guy. But what it sounds like she was just cheating on Puff with Kid Cudi. Am I wrong, y'all? Tell me I'm wrong. But it sounded like she was just cheating on P. Diddy with Kid Cudi. That's what it was. Whew. Boy. So what else this goddamn article says from CNN? It says, Kid Cudi says, it was like the top of my Porsche was cut open, and that's where the Molotov cocktail was put in, Mosquitoes said. Dude, goddamn, bro. Molotov cocktail. Sheesh. Damn. I mean, I guess it could have been worse. You know, they must have put it out real fast, but dude, you know he's still damaged that interior, bro. Damn. Yeah. I guess that was the inside. I thought the whole car got burnt up, but I guess the interior was just still kind of messed up, though. It says, of course, after the vehicle fire, Mosquito set up a meeting with Combs at his Soho house in Los Angeles. So wait, after all that bumbleclot bullshit that going on, You went to P. Diddy's house?
Who?
What kind of shit is that?
No, no, dog. Oh, no.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
This is a sick Negro.
He burnt up your car and you still went to the man's house, bruh. What was you looking for? Hey, Kid Cudi. Let's be real, Kid Cudi. What was you really looking for? Huh? What was you really looking for, bruh? I don't know, man. I don't know. He was looking for a stick up your backside because a ninja already just broke into my house. What else do I have to say to a man? What else do I have to say to a man who break into my house, bruh? What the fuck else do I have to say to the man? Why are you giving this man so many chances? Yo, make this make sense. Why is he giving this dude so many chances? Nigga, you took his bitch from him, bruh. You know what the problem is. And guess what? And then after he broke into your house, he was still carrying on with the bitch.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Niggas can't be this desperate. I ain't gonna lie. I know, you know what I'm saying? I done fucked with a couple of slump busters, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I fucked all the best bitches. I ain't saying I never had a desperate moment. I ain't saying I never did no desperate shit before, you feel me? We all had our weak points. But Ninja, I don't know, bro. I think once the Ninja broke into my house, I might just have to cut that bitch loose, bro. You let this bitch take you for a ride. You and this nigga take you for a ride, bro. Man, Kid Cudi.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Bruh, I really don't give a fuck what you gotta say, Ninja. But we're gonna read this shit because this shit's still funny as fuck. Because look, it's still funny as fuck to listen to. Look, check this out. It says, after the vehicle fire, Cudi set up a meeting with Combs at his Soho house in Los Angeles. It says, when asked by prosecution why he asked for a meeting, Cudi said, I knew he had something to do with it. The defense objected to the response, and the judge sustained the objection, meaning the jury cannot consider her response as evidence.
Shut up, bitch.
Yo, he says, when he arrived to the meeting, Sean Combs was standing there, staring out the window, with his hands behind his back, like a Marvel supervillain. Yo, you can't make this shit up. Bad boy. Oh, can't stop, won't stop. Yeah. Cudi testified. He said several jurors and many courtroom spectators laughed at the description. Hey, all right, I just make sure I ain't just be goofy because this shit sound goofy as shit, dog, when he's fucking saying that shit, bro. He says when Cudi asked about his car, Combs responded, I don't know what you're talking about. Cudi testified. At one point, Cudi pulled his hand out of a handshake, and Combs asked him what was wrong, saying he thought we were cool. Cudi said, Cudi said he confirmed with Combs that his word was that he didn't have anything to do with the damage to his Porsche. Cudi testified that he thought Combs was lying.
You're a victim.
Oh my God, bro. Yo, you can't make this shit up. It says, man, I just want to apologize for everything and all that bullshit. Combs said, according to Cudi. Yo. Cudi said he testified he found peace with the situation with Combs after that. That was the last thing I was expecting to get from him, he said. Oh, boy. Kid Cudi says he got played by Ventura on cross-examination. Oh, my God. Oh, excuse me. Whew. On cross-examination, Ms. Cudi confirmed DNA was collected from his vehicle, but said he didn't hear anything else about the results from authorities. He then says no one was arrested for the break-in or the arson. Ms. Cudi said he had been in contact with Ventura almost daily for about a year, and when their relationship ended in December 2011, they just stopped talking. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Yo, Kid Cudi. Why do you think y'all just stopped talking? Why do you really think y'all just stopped talking?
Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Bruh, you know she went back to her daddy. The bitch went back to her daddy, bruh.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Oh, she played you, right? The defense attorney, Brian, still asked. Yes, Ms. Cudi responded. Okay. He says, on redirect examination, Ms. Cudi said that he and Ventura broke up because the drama had become too much. He said, you think? He said he was concerned for his and Ventura's safety because I knew Sean Combs was violent. He also said he thought Combs was lying when he said that at the Soul House that he didn't have anything to do with the car damage. At the testimony, Ms. Cudi thanked those who have been checking in on him in his video posted to his official Instagram account. Nigga, Kid Cudi. Yo.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
It really means a lot to me. You guys are the best. I love you all. He said, this is a stressful situation. I'm glad it's behind me. Yeah, something else is right behind you, too. Fucking got Puff Daddy on speed dial. The fuck? And you now wear a dress, ninja. Now, it says uses excess amounts of oil, hotel note says. Okay, I'm not even going to read all that. I'm not going to read all that because y'all can read all that for yourself. Now, there's some other little damning facts where they're trying to assassinate his character or whatever. Ironically, the only person who's filed a police report was Kid Cudi, and Kid Cudi basically didn't tell on him when he could have told on him. So, I mean, at this point, like, we just have to kind of take into consideration that you're willing to deal with his crazy-ass P. Diddy. Just because you was fucking this crazy-ass Cassie Ventura, and that poom-poom must have been really good, bruh. Because your ass was ready to risk it all, your whole life, ninja, behind this poom-poom, G.
This is a sick Negro.
I mean, a lot of people know that P. Diddy's kind of powerful, and you still went and fucked the bitch. Or, well, you still went to go snake the ninja and thought you was going to wipe the bitch. That's crazy. Yo, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in, on this Thursday night. So, I do have another thing to add because, all these women are trying to make Cassie seem like she's the victim and she's the bad guy. But the truth is, Cassie is just a cheating ass skeezer. What about this guy?
Gotta go, but on this day, Monday, September 23rd, at 6:23.
Yeah.
Do you think that we would be talking here and Diddy being in jail?
Like, no. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah. And I think really for me, it's because when I first got into the music game, we talked about Tommy Mottola. Mm-hmm. It was Tommy and Puff. Those were my mentors. Mm-hmm. Puff was on the management side. Tommy signed me as an artist on the publishing side. Puff and Gwen Niles, they managed me. Oh. But I've always been in my own insulated. I didn't see any of this going on. I literally did not see any of it. So all I saw was someone who gave me an opportunity, somebody who put me in the room with all the biggest artists. My first placement ever was on Beyonce because of this connection. Britney Spears, doing Danity Kane, singles for Loon, singles for New Edition. But that's because I basically was in my little ivory tower making stuff, sending it, and literally, incredible connections and opportunities were being created from the music. So all I needed to do was be in the music. But even today, I mean, y'all can see from even me being in Harvard that young, I never acquired a taste for alcohol, for drugs, for partying. And not to say when I got to New York, that's actually how I met Cassie, because I was like, yo, I'm a big producer now. I'm going to the club, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. But like, I have never really had that as a vice. I think I have obsessiveness in other pursuits. So I would have never, literally never. And also, folks have always talked to me and say, hey, they've asked me, hey, how do you feel? Were you heartbroken? Puff took your girl, whatever it was. And like, I understand when a story or a narrative is not for me. Mm. And once it was no longer for me, then there were other narratives and stories for me to invest my time, energy, and resources into. So even for all of this of course you heard, but I was just in my ivory tower the whole time. So I would have never.
I admire your attitude.
For sure.
I admire your maturity. I admire you holding it down.
For sure.
Because, there could have been a lot of things you could have answered that, and you answered that like a grown man. You answered like a person that is not petty. And I'm very petty. So I can recognize when a person is not going down that same block that I stay on. Mm-hmm. But I respect that, man. I respect that, man. Thank you for being here. I know you got to catch a flight.
Yes.
Take a couple of pictures, get a drop, and
yeah.
A man supporting man says, to be honest, I think people are speaking on Diddy really because they know he's not getting out anytime soon. Oh, of course, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. As a matter of fact, Exa Pro wanted to share something that he sent me. So I think he wanted me to post this. Where is it at? Some more stuff about this case that they didn't discuss in this article, which is this here. Check this out. Kid Cudi says that both he and Diddy were tricked by Cassie, according to what he said during the cross-examinations with Brian Steele. He says, Steele, both of you guys were tricked, right? Cudi, yes. Steele, the person who tricked you is the same person who tricked Sean, Miss Ventura. True. Kid Cudi. True. So it says Brian Steele went to work and managed to make Cudi admit Cassie played him and Diddy. Cudi said that even though Cassie lied about not being with Diddy and claimed he was abusive, she still gave Diddy Cudi's address. Ooh. What, XL Pro? Mother, what? So she sent assassins after you. I mean, not that she did it intentionally, but I mean, what up? I mean, you know what? Maybe she wanted to get him fucked up. Maybe she was trying to make Puff Daddy jealous, and she didn't give a fuck if it meant that, you know what I'm saying, that Kid Cudi got his ass fucked up.
It's an evil world we live in.
He gave Diddy his address.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Wow. A man supported a man says toxicity relationship. Facts. Bruh. No, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I was like, okay, you know, P. Daddy, you know, he powerful. Maybe he went through her phone, went through her GPS or something like that. No. It makes sense that she might have gave him the address. Like, it might have made sense that she might have given him the address. Like, females are dumb like that. Females are dumb like that. Maybe she said it. Maybe she said it out of anger. But I truly believe this, that he gave her the address. I don't know if I showed that, y'all, but dude, what? That's fucking insane, bro. That is insane. So she put him in danger like that, bro? Trying to save a 304. God damn. And what was crazy is that he was really trying to save her too. For real, for real, for real. Damn. Ninja, save yourself. And I like what Ryan Leslie was saying too. He was just like, you know, basically he took his girl around a bigger fish. The bigger fish took it. And he kind of figured, hey, I might as well go on, because guess what? He was like, even if I'm just Ryan Leslie, I don't have to be P. Diddy. There's not many Ryan Leslies around, and there's not enough P. Diddy's around. So guess what? Ryan Leslie, he still didn't get him a bitch who acts right. And that's what Ryan Leslie did. He wasn't about to go fight or chase or risk his freedom over a used up 304. So salute to him for that. She crazy. Now, let's talk about relationships in the civilian world. Check out this video.
Realize how much work I put in to do that.
To cuddle?
No, for your family. I woke up at 8 in the morning and went to the grocery store and had to hunt down a bunch of stuff, figure out the grill, do all that was work. And after that, I came back and did the dishes. If you sat here and grilled a whole meal for my whole family and I come back to dishes in the sink, I'm not gonna ask you to do the dishes. I'm probably just gonna do them. Maybe I didn't communicate that, sure. However, if I have to communicate that, I am not the one for you.
Do not try to make it seem like I'm not here doing my part at all. We're not going to spin it like that. I've been given such a negative response, a temper tantrum sometimes, like an attitude. I just don't understand it. If it's about the dishes, me going to sleep, a text, all of that, it's the slap in the face.
I'm glad you feel that way. There's a lot I could respond to, but there is no scenario that I see myself standing there and saying yes to making you my wife forever. And with that in mind, I'm glad we can at least agree that I don't ever want to see you again.
Yo, that nigga dropped a bomb on that bitch, bro. Literally, punish her. That's what he did. Punish her, y'all. Punish her. Punish her. Punish her. Right, because guess what? That young man, he has enough experience. He has enough experience to realize, man, she's not going to change. Because guess what? Let's just be real. We all made mistakes. There been some times we all made mistakes, and we all kind of say like, "Damn, man, we kind of played that a little stupid. We kind of played that a little dumb. We kind of wish we didn't do it like that, right?" But see, homeboy, he's bringing up something, and before she just say, "You know what, baby, you know, I try, you know, I do better next time, or you know what, if that's something that you really, that's something you really want, then that's something that I'm willing to work on, or you know, that was my mistake, my bad, it won't happen again. But the mere fact that if she's bucking at him about what he's saying, because she's not even agreeing, she's basically saying that he basically shouldn't complain. And just like that, he cut it off. I don't know if this is real. This could be just a skit, you know, but skits are based over real life. A man support man says most of these women, most of these women are popular and connected because of man they were dealing with, and or no, excluding being connected because of family ties. Oh, facts. It's like, I don't know, a man support man, you know, probably, I know as a young man, I don't know about you, but I know I've been to the club with, like, I go out with females, and the female, like, you go with a female and everybody know her. Unless there's some special reason why everyone should know her, like she's like a hairstylist or something like that, or her brother's like known, so they know her because of her brother. But they just, a bunch of people just know her just to know her. That's an indication that she gets around. Because why the fuck everybody just know her? Even if it is some girls too. You know? Like, damn, everybody know you? What that mean? And let's just be real. We know we ain't no virgins. Not that we're looking for virgins, but damn. But you could tell with certain extroverted, you know, and not just extroverts, introverts too. But a woman who's very extroverted, you know, she's an extrovert, you know, very outspoken. Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely going to have ties to people. And we don't mean family ties. Now, see, just imagine, you know, essentially, like dating damaged women like Cassie. What's ironic is us as men, especially in our 40s, we do it all the time.
I remember giving a man a blowjob in the back of his car just so I could get a chicken nugget Happy Meal.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Come to find out, she was fucking everybody. Sheesh.
Yeah, you a secretary. You better secretary on that fucking pole. Hoe, bitch, is a hoe. They know who they are. They brand themselves. Tattoo on the lower back. Tattoos on the arm, up the damn neck. Tattoo down the leg. That's the key. To tell you that I'm a hoe. I sells pussy. 25 earrings in your ears. Titties full of earrings. What, you gonna put some keys on that motherfucker? If she go to work at 9, come home at 3 in the morning. That secretary. Yeah, you a secretary. You better secretary on that fucking pole, bitch. Yee. Calluses on their hands. That's a hoe. And they're good with grabbing money. Tell her go get some groceries and she can grab it like this. That bitch a hoe. She knows she been on the fucking strip. And you can tell the way they open their mouth and talk. Shit, I don't give a fuck. If you go into the store and you ask your woman, can I bring you something back? She said, yes. Bring me a half a gram of cocaine and a box of red wine. The bitch is a drunk and a fucking hoe. And anytime you toss your woman a fork and the bitch turn around and catch you with her ass, she's a hoochie. She can lie and say she ain't no hoochie. I went to Harvard. Okay, you a Harvard hoe. Don't try to be nothing else. You're a hoe, be a hoe.
Hey. Shout out to John Witherspoon for that, though. He tells no lie, bro. For real. Recipe to John Witherspoon. Facts. Now, you know, yo, a man supported man. Who do we hear this from before? Check this out.
Come on to you cost the most. And women that come on to you cost the most. Free put cost the most. Women who approach you is always a catch.
Haven't we heard that from somewhere? A man supported man. XL Pro. Anyone from the free agent lifestyle, anyone from the Coach gang, maybe even Coach Greg Adams. Maybe Coach Greg Adams may have heard that before. But, yo, they straight stealing from Coach Greg Adams, though, bro. Like, were you reading from like the free agent lifestyle or something? Damn. I mean, I know I have said that, but I've always at least mentioned Coach Rick Adams along with mentioning that. And these motherfuckers are straight jacking, bro. That shit crazy. Now, this is what happens when you don't find your own chick and you deal with a chick who got a baby daddy. But basically, this chick moves into this new house and it's, I guess her baby daddy must have came by and it's her and her dude. Check this out.
I see the fathers one. I don't see nothing. I don't even follow you.
Hold up.
Her. You see her followers. I don't see nothing. You see her followers one. I don't see nothing. I don't even follow you no more, bro. I said her. You see her followers one. See her followers. Yes. She been followers. More than you. More than you. My nigga. I got more followers than you. I don't even. Who are you? I don't need no followers. Who are you, bro?
Yo.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's already a bad thing. Yeah. I mean, what's his baby daddy doing over there when he over there anyway? You know, one person's not supposed to be over there. Come on now. These hoes, I feel like sometimes these hoes, they know that it might start competition, and you know what? They really don't care. They all poom probably get wet from that, bro. Wet from the fact that you guys are fighting. Ain't that crazy? Because guess what? The reason why he fighting you is because he mad that you with his baby mama, and his baby mama let him in the house to the point that y'all fighting because she still has, a place for him too. She's hoping that seeing you and her together might make him, boss up and go and try to be together. But guess what? All he want to do is, he don't want to boss up. He just want to just fucking fight. Now, a man supporting man says, laughing my fucking ass off, which you heard say the talking points. And then he also says, Gerald's Pearly Things stole from Minister Jap. She started a single Mother's Day show. Did she? Oh my God. Damn.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Right. And Pearly Things, and you know what's funny? I actually like Pearly Things, but Pearly Things, what's ironic is the same things that, I mean, I'm not saying that the stuff that she don't say is not true, because we do know it's true, right? Because she has, her talking points, even though they ain't really her talking points, is true. But the truth is, and I ain't mad at her for this, but she's monopolizing on the fact that she's, somewhat good looking white woman. And I see her in a little dress. She's kind of all right. Like, she ain't all that, but she's kind of all right. But an all right white woman could get a lot of viewers compared to, quote unquote, good looking ninja in front of a camera any day. So yes, she got to come up with something else. And guess what? She kind of feels like, hey, I'm going to just take somebody else who's not really blowing up like that, and I'll blow up off of it. Yo, it's a dirty game, y'all. It's a dirty game in here, bro. I haven't even seen it.
It's an evil world we live in.
As a matter of fact, I used to watch Minister Jap a lot, but I stopped watching Minister Jap years ago. Nothing against Minister Jap. Nothing against Minister Jap. You know what I'm saying? What does he say? If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? I mean, I guess his voice was cracking because he was driving in his car. He was in motion. But I thought that was funny when he said that. But it's true. It's true. If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? But yeah, You know, Coach Greg Adams will talk about that too, you know, because even Coach Greg Adams go through it. The fact that, you know, he'll talk about Paul Pierce, and that other dude. I forgot that other dude. Oh, Gilbert Arenas, the dude who was dating the Pineapples, what was her name again? The little Caribbean chick with like the hazel eyes, the little mixed chick. I forgot her name. Something M. Marcelle something with an M. But she tapped into the space and shit. Yeah, she got with him, or he got with her, and he decided to jump into space too. Yep, it's happening. A man support man says I came across Love Dorsey the other day. I saw her in passing. Oh, that's dope. Let me ask you something. Did you see her video or did you see her in person? Did you see her in person? That's interesting. I'm assuming you were talking about in person. The man support man says he married her. Oh, shit. Whew. Sheesh. What else I got for y'all? Oh, now I'm gonna just show y'all how, you know, that child support court shit is no joke. Check this out.
Or are you asking the court to set your child support out today?
Honestly, I'm not expecting to pay child support at all.
You want the court to set it at 0?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why are you asking for $0?
Because me and Miss McDuffie fully co-parent. I fully get my son throughout the week, 4 days out the week. I'm fully capable of taking care of him when he's in my custody. She does the same as well. So I don't understand why I would be paying child support when we split. When she have him, she take care of him, and when I have him, I take care of him. She don't drop him off with anything. I don't drop him off with anything, and we fully take care of him. So I don't see why we have to pay extra.
When did you and Miss McDuff stop living together?
I would say the ending of March of 2024.
And since that time, have you paid any money directly to Miss McDuff?
Yes.
How much?
I roughly, maybe off the top of my head, $400.
Okay. Are you in agreement to the order containing a retroactive child support judgment against you after credit, or are you asking that you be ordered to pay $0 in back child support?
Pay $0 in back child support.
Okay. Can you tell the court why?
I wouldn't understand why I'll be paying back child support, because when we only been split for a year. Before then, I was paying the rent, the bills. We were both taking care of the kids. It was no problem. We only been split for a year, and I still get my kid 4 days out the week, and I'm fully taking care of my kid when he's in my care, and she fully take care of him when she's in his care.
Okay. And right now, you're seeing the child at least
4. I would get him Thursday afternoon and drop him off Monday afternoon.
Do you have any safety concerns, Mr. Fox, with Miss McDuff knowing your address?
No, ma'am. No, sir.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Okay, then I will accept the agreed portions of this order, make the agreed portions the order of the court. I will order child support at $429 per month. I will order a retroactive child support judgment of $5,400 per month. Order that paid at $90 per month.
That's fucked up. Did you just see what he did, though? Yo. Hey, I feel them on that. Do you see that? Look. Do y'all see this? He got his middle finger up, bro. Yeah, that's fucked up because, dude, he said all that, and she still gave his ass child support. Look.
I will order child support at $429 per month. I will order a retroactive child support judgment of $5,400.
He scratched his nose, but I feel like he was still flicking her off. Damn.
Per month. Order that paid at $90 per month. Order court costs as billed. Anything further, Mr. Dell? The exchange location. The exchange location will be at the residence of the child. Mr. Fox, it is your obligation to pick this child up and take this child back home. Anything you and Miss McDuff agree to outside of that is fine. But neither one of you have safety concerns, so I don't see any reason to do a neutral exchange location.
Yo, that's why Coach Greg Adams says, like, if you and your baby mama ever break up or anything like that, look, we're not giving legal advice, okay? We're not giving legal advice. But Coach Greg Adams says, you know, if you have a baby mama or something like that, still break her off. Still make sure you're giving her that money. So they just say you're like paying the rent or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Still pay the rent, or, you know what I'm saying? Until you get to the child support here. You know, try to pay the rent, or, yeah, at least give her half the rent, something. Give her something. That way she's not giving her nothing. That way she can't just say you left her high and dry. Because they will retroactive your ass, bro. Sheesh. You said the judge said, F that. I need my bonus. Laughing aloud. Pay around $815 a month for one child. Yeah. Did you say $4 something every pay period or $400 every month? I'm interested.
$129 per month. I will order a retroactive child.
It's $429 a month. Okay. Well, because I thought it was gonna be double that. That would fucking hurt, bro. Dude, at that point, I can see why sometimes people be getting crazy, man, and they go on the deep end and do crazy shit.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Think about it, that's essentially slavery. Because you know what? Most men wouldn't probably even mind breaking their pockets to raise their kids. But here's the flip side to it. A man gets great for his money by the child support cut. And guess what? He still don't have access to his kids, bro. She said $429 a month. Now, a man support man also says that in person, I was looking at a gym membership at Lifetime Fitness and saw her coming out of Noble. Okay. Where's that? North Carolina or something like that? I don't know. She could advise like she might be from like North Carolina or something like that, Raleigh or somewhere. What's this here? Oh, this is when Sims look. This is when Sims might want to turn into like, you know, might want to do a little homicide. But look at this crazy shit right here. Now, if y'all can't read that, I'll read it for y'all. Well, I'm sure y'all can read it, but I'm gonna read it anyway. It says, this morning Kevin found a encrypted file on his home computer. He said he spent $300,000 to hire a hacker to decrypt the file, only to find out he saw videos of his wife having sex with a fitness trainer stored in the file. He said his wife was 5 months pregnant, and had sex with a trainer who was filming the act and verbally abusing her while she seemed to enjoy it. Sheesh! Driven to the edge of discovery, and his wife currently at the gym, Kevin lost his sense of reason and drove furiously crashing into the place. Kevin, who hadn't buckled his seatbelt, hit the windshield and ended up in a vegetative state. What? The fitness trainer sustained minor injuries and was found bleeding heavily on the ground. May we remain all faithful in marriage. Oh, shit. Good luck with that. Sheesh. And he got a kid on the way, too. That is fucking crazy, bro.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
That's the literal definition of crashing out.
Old is too old in a guy. Old, too old in a guy.
There is no limit. I mean, as long as it's still growing and showing you, I'm blowing. Like I'm
wrinkly? Like you gotta peel the skin back?
I mean, it's just in hiding. It's like hibernation almost. It's like peekaboo.
Be cool.
Yeah.
What?
You want to put that pussy on me, put it on me.
You said she'll peel it back like a banana.
Perfect.
This chick, she is all the way nasty. She said, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's an elephant trunk, turtleneck. I'm still going to give it neck. You know what I mean? I'm still going to give it neck. She look a little ashamed, but she's still with it, though. She's still with it. She was like, damn, I'm just a slut. But I don't care. I'm a slut anyway. Hey, big up to the woman who don't care about being a slut. Just don't try to flip up and try to change your minds about you being a slut, okay? That's the only flip side. There's no exits of a highway 304. All right. I think I got one more clip for y'all. Check this out.
Not really fucking with a lot of you women.
He don't want you because he really deep down want a boyfriend. I don't know why y'all be surprised. Like, a lot of these niggas, they be DL. Like, 98% of men are in the closet and they're DL. I kid you not. Like, so you wonder why a nigga not really fucking with you for real? Because he really like boys. He like men. He's on the other side.
See, I fully understand why a lot of these men are not really fucking with a lot of you women right now. What I don't understand is why we're still acting surprised that men don't really want to deal with women like that when they're in a world surrounded by women that's not even worth dealing with. Men are starting to have standards now, and it's like every time y'all come across a man whose bar is not in hell, y'all accuse him of being gay. Talking about if he don't really fuck with you like that, it mean he like boys. Maybe you just not worth fucking with. Like, did you ever consider that? The way most women act nowadays, if I was a man, I would not want to fuck with y'all either. First of all, y'all use these men as a personal ATM machine and y'all don't do shit in return. Y'all don't cook at all. Y'all turn into some damn takeout queens. And not knowing how to cook is no longer an excuse because, for one, men are not hard to feed. Some of them be jumping for joy if they find a woman who's willing to make something as simple as hamburger helper. Like I said, the bar is in hell. But there's also way too much modern day technology for y'all to still be using that excuse that you can't cook. Like, there's so many machines that will do the cooking for you. It's literally on autopilot. Pick one. Because between the crock pot and the air fryer, you have no excuses. Also, a lot of y'all run around here with absolutely no respect. No respect for a man. Hell, no respect for yourself half the time because a lot of y'all be walking around here just openly acting like hoes. Nowadays, a man can't even express his feelings without being criticized by a woman. Like, why are we acting surprised? It's not worth dealing with. Finding a good woman is so rare nowadays that they've just thrown their hands up. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just not gonna fuck with y'all. And if I do, it's gonna be in a very casual sense. If women would actually start acting like women, it might change. But y'all not willing to do that.
Hey, at least you know it. She's a woman. She's a woman. Now, yo, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Once again, it's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Cali West, I'm out of here. Y'all boys. And ladies, have a good night. Gone.